make sure this thing right here working here. Yeah, it is working. All right, guys, I'm back at it. Let's kind of see what we got going on here. Remember, guys, I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna take this camera and turn it around on the other side. You guys kind of see what we got going on here. I'm gonna take this camera and turn it around to the other side and go into the members part. I'm trying to break this stuff down. But as you see, I actually, you guys see right here, I have my my second load drop going on right here, guys. And I tell you, I cannot tell you. So typically what I do now, since they had the, what was it? Back before COVID, they had the, what was it? The OSB cost. That guy right there is carrying that OSB. OSB almost tripled or quadrupled. Lumber prices just went skyrocket. Guys, on one job, I lost $25,000 on one job because I'd already had the contract with the homeowner. And I never just thought that lumber prices would just jump up that high and get me. It cost me to lose so much. So at that point, what I started doing now is I started making lumber packages part of a budget item. So that's the budget item. So if it increases in cost, it's not gonna hurt me as the builder, because at the end of the day, the builder gotta make some money. I know a lot of people don't like for builders to make money, and I've even seen people celebrate at how bad they can beat builders down and get their house for really cheap, and they can beat him down. But if you beat the guy down, if you beat the builders down and he don't make any money off your job site, who's gonna handle your warranty? Who's gonna deal with your warranty because things will go wrong, especially the first year you moving into your home. So you want the builders to make a little money, but so in order to keep me from not losing so much, I started letting the lumber package be part of the budget, be a budget item. Okay, and what I mean by that, I send the plans to my lumber supplier. I have them to do a takeoff. They figure out how much it's gonna cost. I look at it, I review it, and I go through it. If I have any issues or any problems with the amount of lumber, we go back and forth, and then when we get that number right, I use their quote. I may even add about 5% to it just to make sure, during the time, by the time we actually sign a contract to the time we actually start building, to make sure that we have enough for the lumber package. So the lumber package is a budget item. If the homeowner goes over, if we need more lumber than what we planned on, that's a cost. The homeowner incurs that cost. If it goes less, they get it back. So they get that money back. So it's not like that's coming to me. Okay, the same thing with the foundation as well. I do the same thing with foundations, guys. So it's important, guys. You see that lumber package, and every time they drop a load here, guys, it is important for you guys to go in and count that stuff to make sure everything is there. And another thing that's important, as you can kind of see right here, is to make sure that if these plans right here, what you call the red lines, is consistent with the lumber that they drop. Lumber that they drop is consistent with these red lines. And so this holds everybody accountable. It holds your framers accountable. So when your framers get out here and they start framing, if they misappropriate lumber, then you can back charge them. It works that way, guys. So it holds everybody accountable. So that's the first thing that you guys want to do when you come on these sites, man. I'd make sure that when that drop, builders, don't just let them drop lumber and you don't show up to come out here and count that lumber. I have a superintendent or somebody that's gonna come out here and count that lumber. Because if you're not counting that lumber, you don't know what they dropped. So they could have missed 200 2x4s. Now you're really in trouble. You don't know what's going on. And I'm not, and guys, you're at the mercy of those guys that's on the, you're at the mercy of the guys that's loading up your lumber. So as you see right here, guys, we're putting it, guys, and I like to do these, let me just kind of get up here, man. I like to do this kind of flooring. This right here is, I like any engineered flooring, man. So you got tongue and groove flooring. We'll get this right here. We'll get this right here, man. I've already went over how to frame this house with the guy that's on site, with my main guy. I've already explained to him, but I also get the guy that's the head guy here. He speaks really good English, guys, but I got with him as well. And I went over how I want everything framed, how I want things done. So you kind of see, so guys, when you're putting this subfloor on, you need to glue it as well as nail it. And then they got a sledgehammer over there, man, where they bang it in. So this is what you got going on, man. You got to make sure they got enough nails. That's another thing that I made sure we had. So there's a lot of different things. All right, guys, I just thought I'd do this quick one. And we're on the second floor now. Remember, if you guys want to get the uncut version, no filter, no chaser, you guys join me on my members channel. And I'm going to turn this camera around and go hard in the paint. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. And this is the way.